the start to the new campaign, 3-0 victory against Needham Market. How do you summarise the performance?
Obviously the 3 points is the main goal at the end of every game. I think the first half we were a little bit sloppy. I thought we could have been a little bit better in retaining the ball and decision makings, but second half, as soon as I come off, I thought we were much better. I know I joke about it, but I felt myself in the second half I was sloppy on the ball, so I have to be selfless for the team, and I told Mark to get me off and get Luke Griffiths on, and I'm not saying that was the reason behind it, but the lads definitely stepped it up a gear. We had a little bit of a chat at half time about how we can do things better, decision makings, and we definitely got a reaction out of them. But listen, the lads have been class from day one of pre-season up until what's led us here to today has been outstanding. But it's a long old season, and no one wins the league in the first game of the season, and you don't lose the league in the first game of the season either. I think last year Tamworth lost the first game of the season and they ended up romping away with us. So we've got to just focus on the next game. That's all we can do as a club, as a squad. Focus on the next game, take the positives from this one, and then see what happens.
Just literally you saying about the first half as well, there were a few sloppy moments in certain aspects. So it looked like in a few moments, especially in that final third, specifically looking at the roles of Isaac Ricketts and including Stefan Moles as well, they looked to be nullified, and it was more of a physical aspect with Jimmy Spencer with the two centre halves. Were there any initial approaches going into the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, listen, we give them as much information and as ideas as we can, but when that whistle starts, anything can happen. All it takes is a mistake, a slip, a penalty or anything like that to just knock all things on the head. And I think today we were probably just a little bit anxious, if I wanted to say the right word, because it's the first game of the season. Everybody wants to start off well, no one wants to make any mistakes, and sometimes that can play in the back of your mind, even though you don't think about it, it's there. But now that we've got that out of the way and got the 3 points, it's a positive field. The dressing room's bouncing in there. The lads are obviously in good spirits, and we've just got to try to maintain that. We're going to have ups and downs throughout the whole season. Every club does, and it's how we react to that. And like at half time today, Mark and myself gave them a bit of a talking to, and they reacted second half, so we can't ask any more from them.
And then just touching on the second half as well, it looked like a bit more of a patience aspect as well, with it starting from the backbone, with Marcus Posher playing the clearance over to Isaac Sinclair, and it led to most of the mistakes led from Needham Market that you capitalise on there, and especially a lot of positives, especially from Jimmy Spencer getting his 2 goals and Stefan Moles as well. Real teamwork goals. Yeah,
that's something that we've worked on in training. Obviously, as soon as they make mistakes, we've got to try to capitalise on it. But I definitely see in second half some of the patterns and phases that we've tried to implement in our training, in our style of play, and it was starting to come to fruition. As I said, first half was a little bit tentative. Second half I thought we were a bit more calmer, a bit more controlled, and as soon as we got that first goal, there was no stopping us. And listen, the front three of Isaac, Buckley Ricketts, Jimmy and Stefan is enough to scare any team in this league. We're very fortunate to have them 3 at our disposal, but you have people like Micah Foué coming on and looks absolutely fantastic. I thought Ben Darby come on and done absolutely brilliant. Luke Griffiths coming on, superb, and then Timmy making an appearance after being out from injury as well. Listen, it's a squad game. We're going to need everybody in this squad, and pre-season has been tough. We've picked up little injuries here and there, and obviously, thankfully for the physio, Lucia, we've been able to get everybody fully fit and ready to go for the first game of the season, and because of that we were able to use them lads to get them back onto the pitch. And if you look at the substitutes, made the difference in the end, and that's a collective, that's everybody working and focusing on that one goal.
But what's needed now from your squad going forward? Obviously training, heading into next Saturday, a tough away game at South Shields, a team that you describe one of the best footballing teams that you've come across in this league. What's needed from yourself and your management staff?
Yeah, well, now it's down to myself and Mark and Jack and Kieran to watch the South Shields game. Obviously I know they were beaten today, but they are a fantastic team with a fantastic manager. So we've got to make sure that we do our homework on them, see what Hereford done to capitalise on the victory, and to see can we implement our own style in it. But yeah, we just got to do our homework and make sure our sessions on Tuesday and Thursday are designed and appropriate for the lads going into the weekend, so we can give them as much information as possible. And then we'll see where next week takes us, but we have to take one game at a time, because this time next week, hopefully, we're here talking about us being on 6 points.
Great, thank you for your time.
No problem, thank you.